Hi YouTube, how are you? Hello? Hello? I'm here. I'm over here. I'm closer. That's much better. So, I hope you're having a fantastic day. So in this video, I'm just going to give you a quick, very simple rundown of the steps needed to exercise the ghost on each of the 3 current maps. A little disclaimer towards this. This is subject to change as a lot of things are being added and altered as we go. So let's get into it. Starting off our journey, we have got the abandoned house. This is the first map available to you upon starting the game, and to note, you are going to need the photo camera and the candle for the exorcism. The first thing you're going to do is grab your equipment and go identify the ghost. Once you have identified it, you're going to put this in the journal and we can move on to the next stage. Next up, we have our optional objectives. So once the ghost is identified, this unlocks. So take a solid photo of the ghost, have the ghost blow out a candle, and find the sitting human silhouette using the ectoplasma glass. All of these are relatively simple, but they may take a little bit of time. Find the silhouette of a human using the ectoplasma glass is by far the simplest of these objectives. Hold on to the ectoplasma glass, look through it until you find someone sitting down. The next simple objective is the candle. All you're going to do is light this, place it on the ground, wait for the ghost to do what it's going to do. This can take some time, so just have a little bit of patience, maybe move it around a little bit, but eventually the ghost will blow this out. Last of the optionals is taking a photo of the ghost. This can take quite some time as the ghost doesn't like to show itself very often outside of hunts, but with a little bit of patience, this can be achieved quite easily. It is also worth noting, every time you accomplish one of these, you will hear a little audio cue confirming that you have completed these. But the next objective is to go do the exorcism. To exorcise the ghost on the abandoned house, we're going to do a very simple task of going around the building looking for 5 fingers. These are fairly easy to spot as they do have a flashing animation. Once you have collected these, bring them down to the basement and we're going to place them in the vases down there to do the exorcism. To fully exorcise the ghost, get the 5th and final finger, place it in the last vase, and that is job well done. I'm not going to show you the animation, you may see it in future videos, but for now I'm keeping this as relatively spoiler free as I can. Next up we have Cyclone Street. If you have been keeping up with news about the game, you may be fully aware that there is a little Easter egg that no one has managed to unlock in there, and this map may be the very bane of everyone's existence at this point, but a fantastic map nonetheless. No extra equipment is required for this map. So once again, nice simple start, figure out what the ghost is, put it in our journal, move on to your optionals. A very simple optional, we're going to go around with the ectoplasma glass and look on the walls for the ghost's time of death. Once this has been found, 3 clocks will spawn across the map. Simply find them and add the time of death into the clock. And that is your exorcised ghost for Cyclone Street. Last but not least, we have the hospital, also boasting a very simple secondary objective. As standard at this point, figure out what the ghost is and get it into your journal. Then we move on to our optional. This is a very simple optional again. Find the 3 gun parts and move on to the exorcism. The gun parts are very easy to spot. As with the fingers on the abandoned house, the gun parts do have a flashing animation. Once you have found all of these, make your way to the front desk where you can find the gun to exorcise the ghost. Point, click, pew, pew. And that's everything. If you found this helpful, please do consider leaving a like, a comment, maybe a subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.